Hi Aries, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-November 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is look at the past, present, future energies between you and a main of interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight. And after the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so it may refer to the cards on the left is your energy and the cards on the right is the other person's. If you feel like it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, you have the Queen of Staves. So this is actually the court card for Aries energy, so it makes sense to see this coming up on your side. But yeah, to me, this says that you might have had quite a bit of passion toward this person. Given that your card is facing the cards on their side as well, I feel like you were pretty open about how you were feeling toward this person as well. That's why I see there. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Nine of Cups. So I do have to say, given the way that they're facing away from the cards on your side. For some of you, this could just be saying that in the past, maybe the issue was timing because maybe they were already in another connection. So that could have been why you were somewhat keeping your distance, right? So I feel like there was, on the one hand, you felt interested toward them, but then maybe as you expressed your interest in them, you might have found out that they were actually already in another connection. That's what I see with that. Now, for some of you, if you have more of a history with this person, and this is saying the two of you were together in the past, so it looks like they were happy with you in the past as well. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Eight of Staves. So this is Sagittarius energy here, and this is usually an energy of very open, very communicative. So especially if you think of the birds as representing communication and are all moving toward the cards on the side. So yeah, this could just be saying that you might still be keeping the communication lines pretty open with this person at this time. So yeah, like I said, I could see this playing out two different ways. One being that you had interest in this person in the past, but they were involved in another connection. Or for some of you, this could just be saying that maybe the two of you were together in the past and it was a good connection. Maybe for whatever reason there was a split. And now you might be reopening the lines of communication with them in the present. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Five of Swords. So this is actually Aquarius energy here. So yeah, so here, now sometimes with a lot of the decks with the Five of Swords, it's a energy of engaging in like ego conflicts and things along those lines. But for this deck, the artwork always stands out to me differently. I mean, if we look at the person's facial expression, they look like they're pretty disappointed, right? We see they're holding flowers and throwing them into the water there. So to me, this gives me an energy of disappointment. So another angle that could be coming with this is to say that maybe in the past they were in another connection, but they might not have let you know that, right? So you might have been under the impression that they were single, but maybe they didn't tell you that they were in another connection at that time. So that's certainly a possibility. It's not that, it could just be saying that, maybe they might struggle when it comes to expressing themselves, when it comes to how they're feeling. So they might feel like they put their foot in their mouth a lot, right? So it could just be one of those things where they might feel like they messed up an opportunity with you. All right, future energy on your side, we have power. So this is actually the equivalent of the Emperor in traditional tarot, which is the major arcana card for your sign. So it definitely seems to be some pretty supportive energies on your side, as far as, like we said, that this card here is Aries energy, so is this, and even though that's not Aries energy, it is fire and it's Sagittarius. So looks like you guys are pretty solid in this reading, but seeing this here to me says that in the future you might actually view this person as having the ability to go the distance with you. So you might view them as your equal in some ways and feel like the two of you could be a power couple together. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Eight of Wands. So you have that same energy, even though it's called the Eight of Staves in this deck, but you have that same energy in the present on your side. Here we see it on the future on theirs. So yeah, so for some of you, like I said, there's a few different ways this could be playing out, but one of the more likely ones could just be saying that this person might have been involved in the past, so maybe the two of you couldn't get things off the ground. maybe you came to the realization that this disappointment here that they were going through could be that previous connection might have fallen apart, right? So you're maybe trying to feel out like, okay, is this person open to getting into another connection, right? Or do you have to give it time? So maybe that's what you're trying to figure out there. And if that's the case, it looks like seeing the Eight of Wands in the future on their side, they will eventually be open to moving a connection forward with you, but you just might have to be a little bit patient as far as that goes. For you, like I said, maybe this was the two of you were in a connection with each other in the past. For whatever reason, there was a split, and now the two of you could be getting things back on track. Which, if that's the scenario, I can see how that could make sense as far as we do have Mercury retrograde coming up in Sagittarius. So maybe that could be what's bringing this connection back around, if that's your scenario. And what else comes to mind? And those are the main themes I see there, but could definitely be playing out different ways. And then, like I said, for some of you too, if maybe this person might struggle with expressing their feelings, right? As far as maybe they also had feelings for you in the past, but maybe the mask there says that, okay, they weren't necessarily able to express those feelings and they might have felt like they missed an opportunity with you. But, as you keep the lines of communication open, then they might realize, okay, I do have a chance and move the connection forward that way. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have transformation. So this is actually the equivalent of the death card in traditional tarot, which is a Scorpio energy. So yeah, it could just be saying that maybe this is a cycle of release that you guys are going through as we move through the end of Scorpio season. And then as we move into Sagittarius season, things will open up a lot more for you. And interestingly enough, bottom of the deck on their side, they have the exact same card, the death card. And here we do see, though, looks like there's definitely an energy of mourning, of grieving, right? So, yeah, for some of you, it could definitely be that this person might have otherwise been involved in the past, and now that connection might be, ending. So it might be one of those things where it's just more of a timing issue where they have to fully get over the previous connection, and then once they do, they'd be open to moving things forward with you. But definitely interesting to see you guys both have that there. So yeah, could just be saying at the very least if things seem like they're not moving too smoothly during Scorpio season, as we move more toward Sagittarius season, it looks like things will open up more. But we'll see what the Oracle cards have to add to the mix. First, we'll see if we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck. I'm just going to give this some shuffles here. Almost have one there. Alright, now I'll just put the deck down. And we'll cut the deck and pull a card. So let's take this one here. Let me get this out of the way. And next we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. Alright, so I'll put this deck down. And we'll do the same thing. We'll cut the deck and take a card that way. Oh, take this one. Want it to come with us. Get this out of the way. And we'll take a look at the Messages of Love card first. So I'm making a mess over here. But let's see. Alright, we have boundaries. It says firm boundaries are needed now. So interesting there, right? So I will say, if this was, like I said, a timing thing, right? And this person, maybe in the past they were in a connection and now they're just releasing the connection if it's come to an end recently. I feel like this is saying that, if it does seem like they're giving you a closed off energy, that could be the reason why, right? They need to release the connection from the past. Like I said, for a small percentage of you too, it might be one of those things where maybe they didn't let you know in the past they were in another connection. If that is the case, I will say the one positive there is that it does look like the previous connection truly is ending, but then there's the area of, well, it's not necessarily on the up and up that they didn't let you know they were in a connection at that time. But let's see what the Wisdom Oracle has. All right, we have Here and Now. There's the artwork, and the number is 32. Let's see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now, one that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. So, yeah, definitely a positive message there, especially if this is, like I said, one of those things where you feel like the timing might not be right. I feel like this is another indicator to say that, just try to breathe, take a step back, right? And then things might start to flow more naturally. Like I said, especially it looks like as we get more towards Sagittarius season, because given that you guys both have the Scorpio energy at the bottom of the deck, could just be saying that the timing just might not be right now. So, hopefully that resonates with you guys. Wrap up there, and I'll see y'all next month. All right, bye.